All right, welcome back to Malik Cunningham franchise here on Madden 24. We're in week 16 here, going to be taking on the Texans. We had a crazy win at the end of the game last week against the Steelers. If you didn't see that one, definitely go back and watch it. We're on the outside looking in the playoffs. We aren't quite into the playoff picture yet at 8-6. But with a win over the Texans and then next week, if we can beat the Bills, we'll definitely be into the playoff picture. No scenarios of any kind this week. We're just going to do the practice drill and then head right into the game. Defend the deep pass against CJ Stroud, and I'd prefer run inside to run outside. We'll do the practice drill here with Malik Cunningham.
Here we go, shot, go!
Get into the end zone on the first play in the practice drill. And the second play. We already have bronze.
Check out. On the ready. Hup.
That's intercepted.
Set up. Ready.
Still plenty of time to get gold here. We can get that multiplier up a little bit.
Ready, ready.
Mims with the catch.
Set up.
That one's intercepted. Might not get gold here. I think I might just take whatever we get the first time here, because I mean, we're not real likely to get a dev trade anyway, but
Go. Let's go. Ready. Here we go. Here we go.
you never know, but I don't think it's really likely. Might be able to get silver here if we can complete some passes down the field a little bit. Got silver. Pretty sure, though, we're not going to be able to get gold. Yeah, we just get silver. That's fine. I don't want to take too long to get this video started and get into the game, so 500 XP for Malik Cunningham. Got some upgrades here. If it wants to load, we'll have upgrades. My offline franchises have been doing this thing where they want to load really slowly sometimes, and sometimes just not work at all, really. We'll give it a minute. We'll see what happens. Right now, it's not doing anything, but Hopefully we don't have to reset here. That would suck, but usually by the time I'm looking to reset and just give up on it loading, it loads. So seems like it might not do that though, and then I might have to reset it here. Nope, there it goes. See, by the time I'm ready to try to reset it, it decides to load. I'm on the Series S here, so guess we'll go ahead and hop into the game. Really a must win at this point if we want to make the playoffs. Really can't make the playoffs if we lose this game. We're on the fringe of being out of it, so any losses here would really hurt with only 3 games left in the season. 2 after this one. I did turn up the volume a little bit, the in-game volume, and I'm not really sure how that's going to be, but hopefully it's not too loud. Tried to make it louder than it has been. It's been very quiet, but would like to just have it a little bit louder. The on-field and the crowd, as well as the stadium speakers. But looks like the Texans are going to get the ball first here. Jake Elliott to kick off. And I'm recording this not extremely late, but this video is going to go up right after I record it. Not that that matters for me saying it now, but 21 touchdowns to 12 picks for CJ Stroud on the season. He's having a pretty good year. At this point in our franchise, he's been in the league for a couple of years. We have Will Anderson Jr. here, who we traded for from the Texans, and that would have been picked off if we could have just stayed in bounds. Unfortunately, our player comes down out of bounds, and that's a big catch down to the 46-yard line. Dalton Schultz. They're going to go play action here. Get about 5. To Tank Dell. And Stroud's going to go down. That's Kyle Duggar on the sack. We blitz the corner and it comes up big for us. And that's going to be a penalty. Not sure who that's going to be on. It's going to be roughing the passer on Will Anderson Jr. It's going to get him all the way down to the 28-yard line. They're going to run the ball here. And they're going to find a big hole. Dameon Pierce, 21 yards. They're moving right down the field. And that's intercepted in the end zone by Kyle Duggar. He comes up big again on this drive. Had the sack earlier. And that's what we needed. Intercepting C.J. Stroud in the end zone. Gets both feet down. And here comes Malik Cunningham. 27 touchdowns, 28 interceptions. Nearly 4,000 yards. Needs about 400 more yards for him to hit that 4,000 mark. And he gets sacked. Can't get the ball away. And he gets sacked again. There's just been no blocking those first two plays from our offensive line. They want us to really just give up here. I'd like to try to pick up the first down. Throw it. It's incomplete. Could have maybe ran the ball there, tried to pick up a few yards for our punter, but and the coverage is a little late getting down the field, and they're going to have really good field position here. The interception does nothing for us other than stop them from scoring, of course, but can't get any points out of it ourselves. They're going to go play action again. Stroud is sacked. Our defense coming up big here a couple of times. They're going to go play action again. He's hit as he throws, and that one just slightly overthrown there. Not able to get out an accurate ball there because of the pressure. And that's intercepted by Christian Gonzalez. We have good field position this time. Didn't have terrible field position before, but the sacks really kept us from being able to do much of anything. Play action here for Malik Cunningham. He throws it out. That's incomplete. He's 0 for 2. Going to look to run the ball now for the first time. Hand it off up the middle to Ramondre Stevenson. He gets 4. Going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Going to roll out Malik Cunningham here. He's going to scramble for the first down. It's really what he brings to the table, that running ability. Set up this screen to Edwards-Helaire here. He gets nothing. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Going to hand it off here to Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to break a couple of tackles and get 7. Going to bring the 3rd and more manageable 3. Going to bring out the quicker Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he is only able to get about 1 maybe. Going to bring up a 4th down. We're going to punt the ball. Trust our defense. And that's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set.
Stroud sacked again. Jawan Bentley. The Texans just not able to handle the pressure today. As Stroud has gone down several times already. Going to bring up a 2nd and 21. Just going to get the ball out. That's a completion. Going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Stroud pressured right up the middle as it looks like they were trying to set up a screen. And we're going to get the ball back. I think we're going to try to run the ball a little more going forward here. Their pressure's been able to get there as well several times. Just like we've been able to get pressure on Stroud. They've been able to get plenty of pressure on Malik Cunningham. We're going to get 5 with Madden Stevenson there. He had a lot of yards, no touchdowns last week. We're going to look to run an RPO. I was looking to throw that bubble screen, but I think I missed the button and didn't quite press it in time to throw it. So go inside zone here with Edwards-Helaire. He gets a big gain out of the 45-yard line as the first quarter is starting to come to an end here. We're not going to get another playoff before the end of the first. And I think we're going to run the ball again here. Just hand it off to Madden Stevenson. He gets 4. 5 rushes for 22 yards so far. Nothing huge yet, but we're going to continue to stick with the run. He only gets 1 on that play. I'm going to go no huddle here. Just going to check it down underneath to Boone. And they give him the first down. First positive completion today for Malik Cunningham. He's going to look to throw it again. And Ramondre Stevenson's wide open in the back of the end zone, but Malik Cunningham can't hit him. Going to look to throw again here. Rolling out. Malik Cunningham launching it down the field. Sort of just throwing it away there. We're going to throw it to the tight end, but that's out of reach. Malik Cunningham under pressure there. We're going to line up for a 52-yard field goal. And that kick is good. Jake Elliott Adds 3. We get on the board first. We don't get the touchdown, but we do get points.
Got it. Ready? Liking 18. Ready?
Stroud with a pass. Gets it complete. Stroud getting it away, but again the pressure. Receiver was well covered there too. Stroud trying to get away is sacked again by Kyle Duggar. He's had 2 sacks. And what's Patrick Queen here? And he gets there. Cleans up a little bit. Probably gets credited for the half a sack. It's going to bring up a 4th and 30. As Abraham is back deep to return. Runs pretty much right into the punt coverage. Gonna look to run this bubble screen RPO again here. I'm gonna I was trying to throw the bubble. I think I'm gonna run it again because I do want to try and throw the bubble screen. There it is. We get a block. And Mims is out for a first down. That's going to count as a completion. Was a forward pass there. Been trying to run that a couple of times and just haven't been able to get the ball out quickly enough before the handoff is made. We pick up 6 yards on the run on the last play. We run it again, this time with Edwards-Helaire, and he runs right into the defense. So no huddle here. Everybody up near the line. We're going to play action, but a sack there. I think that was Christian Wilkins on the play. We're going to have to punt. Ball bounces again into the end zone. First half starting to come to a close here. Only 3 minutes remaining. As the Texans haven't done a whole lot since their first drive where they drove all the way down the field and then were intercepted in the end zone by Kyle Duggar. Josh Uche out onto the field now. As Stroud picks up 6 on the completion to Dalton Schultz. And the Texans pick up the first down. Getting close to the 2-minute warning here. They're going to play action again. And Stroud and his receiver don't think they were on the same page there. Just going to stop the clock here on the incompletion. 6 seconds left before the 2-minute warning. Stroud with another pass that his receiver just wasn't ready for. And Stroud is sacked again. I think that was another sack for Kyle Duggar. He is just eating up on those blitzes. Abraham gets a few on the return. We're out to the 39-yard line. Would love to score here before the end of the half and take a 2-possession lead. Gonna set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Might have had something there if he could have picked up a block. We're going to go play action again here. Last time we ran this play, they got the pressure and we were sacked. It happens again. I'm going to run the ball here, try to just pick up the first down. And can't get anything. We'll punt. As our punter has seen a lot of work today. We do have the lead though. Very narrow lead. And it's been a defensive game today for both teams. As that ball was dropped. Stroud's thrown some bad balls today just because of all the pressure we're getting. They're going to get a first down. They're going to go no huddle here. They get that one out. And now they're out past midfield. They're going no huddle again. And that one's intercepted by Christian Gonzalez. His second interception of the day. We have all our timeouts here. With only 24 seconds, I think I'm just looking to get into field goal range. And Malik Cunningham is sacked. We're going to call timeout. Gonna look to throw it down to our tight end. That's incomplete. 3rd and 16. Might look to get it to Boone here. Hopefully he can get a step. He does, but the safety's back and he makes a play on the ball. We'll punt again. Just haven't had a lot of success today on offense. Haven't had too much success throwing the ball. Certainly haven't had the success running the ball. They're going to take a knee. Just go into the half down 3. It's halftime. Buffalo against the Jets. And there's not much chance of the Jets winning there. Would help us out if they did win, but we do play Buffalo next week, so go defend the deep pass on Stroud again. That's what we did in the first half. We get the ball to start the second half here. And we're ahead, but we're not really in a good position here. Only ahead by 3. If we could get a touchdown here, though, give us a 2-possession lead. That's how well our defense has been playing. That might be enough. As we run it 3 times in a row here and get the first down. 48 yards now for Ramondre Stevenson. Going to bring out Edwards-Helaire here now. He gets 5 as the block just doesn't hold up there. Not really sure how he's able to just shut off the block and make the tackle like that. 3rd and 1 here now. Ramondre Stevenson up the middle for a big gain down to the 38-yard line. We're going to give it to him again. Our tight end out of the backfield picking up some blocks. Gets 5 there, Ramondre Stevenson. Same formation, different run. Our tight end trying to pick up a block, really can't. He's not really known as a run blocker, but I think we're going to try to get it to good, the tight end here. We get it to him. Might have been behind the line of scrimmage when he caught that, but he gets 5. Malik Cunningham not having a great day throwing the ball. Hasn't really thrown it too much, mostly because it really hasn't been successful when we've tried to throw it. Been sacked several times as well, so. Gonna take off up the middle here. Only get a couple. Gonna bring up 4th and 3. And they want us to go for it. They want us to go for it on 4th and 3. We will. We just run it up the middle with Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to get a first down, up to 80 yards rushing now. And we're going to try and end around here. It's actually going to be Jamison Williams on the end around. He picks up a block. He doesn't get a touchdown, but he gets 10, gets the first down to the 4. I would rather try to get Ramondre Stevenson the touchdown here than Edwards-Helaire. Ramondre Stevenson down to the 2. We'll go no huddle, as we have run out quite a lot of this 3rd quarter. And Ramondre Stevenson up the middle, right into the end zone. We've now taken a 2-possession lead. And we've taken quite a lot of time off the clock. 5 minutes and 16 seconds. And we're only playing 9-minute quarters. That's quite a bit. 3rd and 4 here now. There's a throw by Stroud. Not an accurate throw. They're going to punt. We're going to get the ball back, look to take a 3-possession lead. And this Texans team has not been having a good season. They don't have a winning record right now. And this is a game we absolutely have to win here if we want to have any hope at making the playoffs. Since we're 8-6 right now. That's going to be intercepted. Malik Cunningham just trying to check the ball down. Derek Stingley jumps the route. And the Texans now with excellent field position at the 25-yard line. Stroud with a throw, picks up 4. Stroud gets a wide open. I think that was Schultz again. Yep, Dalton Schultz. 7 catches for 79 yards. He's been good for them today. Not much anybody else has been, but they're going to hand it off up the middle. And they're going to take it into the end zone. Dameon Pierce spun down. And just like that, it's a 3-point game. Probably should have kept the ball on the ground on that last drive. Abraham has not had any of the success returning kickoffs that he had last year. Malik Cunningham going to hand it off here to Edwards-Helaire, who picks up a 1st down and even more. Out to the 37-yard line. We're going to run this bubble screen again here. Out to Mims. He can't get a block that time, only gets 1. Looking to throw the ball here. Malik Cunningham sacked again. The offensive line has not held up very well today. Trying to get out and away from the pressure there a little bit. Runs right into it. It's going to bring up a 4th and 14, and we're going to send the punter out onto the field again. Fair catch is called for. The 23-yard line. Very quick possession there. This play will take us to the 4th quarter. Just a 2-yard run. Pierce 5 rushes for 34 yards. And a touchdown. They haven't looked to run the ball too much today. We have -7 passing yards. And probably part of the reason we're not up by more than what we are. Hutchinson chasing after Stroud, but he's able to get the ball away for a minimal gain. We rank last in the league in takeaways, but we've had 3 today. Patrick Queen blitzing up the middle. That's going to be intercepted by Sharp. Ball went right to him. Matt Sharp with the interception. We're going to get the ball at the 16-yard line here. We're just going to hand it off to Ramondre Stevenson. Only going to get 2. Gonna look for a touch pass here to Mims. Try to get the speedy receiver on the outside. He gets just a couple. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. What do we do here? Gonna look to run this shallow dig and get the tight end out in space. He's gonna get a touchdown. Alex Good. And he's been good this season. When we need to play, he's been there. 3 plays. Didn't have to go very far for that touchdown. And we're back to a 2-score lead. And the way this game's been going, again, that may be all we need. And get the ball out quickly again. That's a completion. Stroud's thrown 4 interceptions today. They've been throwing the ball a lot. And a lot of the pressure today has forced Stroud to throw some inaccurate passes, some incompletions. And he's been holding on to the ball, taking sacks. We've sacked him 7 times. Of course, they've sacked us 6 times, so it's been going both ways. That's a completion. Getting down the field. And they're not out of it yet, but the way our defense is played. That's another completion. They're going to get all the way down to the 10-yard line. I don't know what our defense is doing on this drive. They've just not been as good. They're going to run, only going to get 3. But we want that clock to continue ticking. And ball's knocked away. Gonna bring up 3rd and 7 from the 7. Patrick Queen blitzing again here. He's caught up on block. That's a touchdown. Tank Dell, his first of the day. They're only down by a field goal after the extra point, as long as they don't miss it. They don't. Right down the middle. They're going to kick it deep. They've got all their timeouts. They've got the 2-minute warning. We're going to bring the kickoff out of the end zone. Get out to the 19-yard line. And we're just going to look to run the ball and run enough clock that they don't get a chance to have the ball back. Only get 2 yards on that play. Go read option here. Malik Cunningham hasn't had too many chances to run the ball today, so get the block on the edge, and Malik Cunningham gets a first down. New set of downs, more chance to just run a lot of clock out here. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with a first down. He's been good at times today. Yeah, a couple of times he's been stopped short of the first down. But he's up to 59 yards rushing on 10 carries. So he gets another first down. And I think we can just run this down to the 2-minute warning here. And after that, they'll be looking to take their timeouts. Gonna hand it off to Ramondre Stevenson. Pretty much one first down here would end the game. We could just run out the rest of the time. Although if we get that first down, if they had waited to take that timeout, it's possible they could have gotten the ball back. And Ramondre Stevenson is hurt. And that is the last thing we want to see. Bring Holmes into the game. He doesn't play real often, but he's going to take a handoff. He's going to get a few yards. And because Ramondre Stevenson was hurt on that play, we had to take a timeout. And that conserved the timeout for the Texans. So if we get stopped here, they would be able to get the ball back. Get it out to Edwards-Helaire. And Ramondre Stevenson has a bruised sternum. We may not have him next week against the Bills. So it's really unfortunate. That's not what we want to see. And we're going to go for it. If we pick up the first down, the game's over. We're going to run this shallow dig that, as long as the ball's accurate, seems to work a lot of the time. Going to run the clock all the way down before we snap the ball. It's incomplete. They're going to have 1 minute and no timeouts to get into field goal range. Again, they have no timeouts. Stroud throws it, but that's incomplete. It's a short pass, and their target is about the 35-yard line. They don't have the best kicker, I don't think, so. And that's intercepted by Jones. That's going to do it. 5 interceptions today for C.J. Stroud. Edwards-Helaire going to take the handoff. He picks up 5. We'll give it to him again. Wouldn't mind getting him into the end zone before the game's over here. Just not sure he's going to be able to. It's 4th and 1. I'm going to throw the ball here. Probably going to snap it with about 2 seconds left. That way it's the last play of the game. Going to throw it out. And that's knocked down. That's fine. 9 for 20 passing today for Malik Cunningham. It's been bad. It's been really bad, but we win. Mostly behind the play of our defense. He did have 1 passing touchdown today. We'll take a look. Stroud, 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions. Had a long of 32. And 18 completions, 200 yards, but He actually had a worse passer rating than Malik Cunningham, who was 9 for 20 for 46 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Only had a long of 11. Just nothing was easy for us today. Ramondre Stevenson had 100 yards rushing, had a touchdown. Only had a long of 12, but kept feeding him. Clyde Edwards-Helaire had a good game. 13 rushes for 68 yards. Had more yards per carry than Stevenson. Actually had a longer run, too. And just not as many broken tackles. Not as much yards after contact. Still did well, though. Damian Pierce had a touchdown for the Texans. Malik Cunningham had a couple of runs. Receiving, not a whole lot. Good had our touchdown. Only a couple of catches for Edwards-Helaire and Mims. Boone had a catch. Garrett Wilson, we didn't really look to get him the ball too much today. Tackles for loss, Duggar had 3. 2 for Patrick Queen, 2 for Juwan Bentley. A couple of other guys had 1. The sacks were really the difference in the game, as well as the interceptions. 3 for Duggar, 1.5 for Bentley, 1 for Will Anderson, 1 for Tim Carter, half a sack for Patrick. Christian Gonzalez had 2 picks. Jack Jones had 1. Matt Sharp had 1. Kyle Duggar had 1. It's really the difference in the game. We win by a field goal. And Marcus Jones has an upgrade. Plus 3 man coverage. And doesn't say there's an injury there, so we might still have Ramondre Stevenson for this game against Buffalo. They're 10-5, so they also won last week. The Dolphins are 10-5. I think they only had 4 losses, so it looks like the Dolphins probably lost. And if we can beat Buffalo, we'll be ahead of them. We should have the tiebreaker if we beat them, I would think. And then all we've got left after that is the Jets. We have actually moved into the last wild card spot already, as some of those teams ahead of us must have lost. But we absolutely have to beat Buffalo. And we'll try to do that in the next episode. That's going to do it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.